Alright class, we're on the same note sheet that we were on Friday, just doing the two problems on the back. More solving systems of nonlinear equations. Again, the first thing you have to do is decide, can I eliminate or do I do substitution? This one looks really messy because we have y's and x's and an x squared. So trying to eliminate one of them will be hard because you have three kind of things. So this is one where we'd use substitution. And when you use substitution, you want to work with the simpler one first. So I'm going to say that y is equal to, and I'm going to move the negative 3x over minus 3. Now I have something for y, so over here I'm going to plug that in. So I get 2x minus 3 equals negative 3x minus 3 plus 5x squared. I'm going to move everything to one side. I'm going to move everything to the left here. I'm sorry, that's the right. I don't know my lefts and rights this morning. It's early. It's 6:09 right now in the morning. Add 3, that goes away. Subtract 2. Right? Yeah, subtract 2. And you get negative 5x plus 5x squared. Alright, next we are going to factor out a negative 5x. And I'm left with 1 plus x, or x plus 1. So I get x is equal to 0, or x equal to negative 1. Then I bring that over here. When x is equal to 0, I get y is equal to negative 3 times 0, minus 3, which means y equals negative 3. And when x is, what's the other one, negative 1, I get y is equal to negative 3 times negative 1 minus 3. So you get negative 3, so you get 0. So the two solutions to the problem are 0, negative 3, and negative 1, 0. That one actually turned out not being that bad once you factor and get everything you need to get. Alright, one more, and then we're done. Alright, you can pause it if you needed to go back and see that. Now, please make a note here. This problem was messed up when I first typed it up, so hopefully you guys have the correct note sheet. It should be y plus 2x equals positive 14, and the 11 should be negative. So here, you can do substitution, but you can also eliminate. If you notice, the y and the negative y would cancel out and you'd be left with only x's. So I looked at this and said, oh, okay, there's 3 pieces. However, I can get rid of the y's, which means that I'm left with only x's. So I can just add these equations together. So I still have a negative x squared. The y's end up canceling. 2x minus 6x is minus 4x equal, and then this becomes 14 minus 11 is positive 3. I bring the 3 over, and then divide everything by a negative, and then factor. So hopefully you guys realize this is x plus 1, x plus 3, which means I get x equals negative 1 and x equals negative 3. So when x equals negative 1, I'm going to use the top equation. I get y plus 2 times negative 1 equals positive 14. Y equals negative 2, no, that was wrong. I was going to say y, yeah, that's a negative, y equals 16. And then when x equals negative 3, we get y plus 2 times negative 3 equals 14. And we move that over, so we're moving the negative 6 we're adding to become positive, and we get 20. So we get the points negative 116 and negative 320. Alright, so that it's just more of the same thing from yesterday. So hopefully you were good with yesterday. The key is figuring out what can I do. I did elimination here. You could have also done substitution and solved for y in the first piece. Y equals negative 2x plus 14. And then plugged it in here. You would have ended up with the same exact thing. Okay? Nice, quick, easy video. And that is it until we have Thanksgiving coming up. At least in the year of 2017. So hopefully you guys have a good break and study up. I will see you on the flip side.